Yo, what's good, YouTube? So this is gonna be a bit of a rushed video because I gotta go somewhere in a minute. So I'm already like in a fucking coat. So I'm just gonna do this quick little market recap on gold. So I took one trade on gold, nothing on NQ, and ES. The reason I didn't look at the markets is because, or like majorly pay attention to the markets, it kind of played out how I expected it to play out, either way. However, because I saw the fact that we had Asia accumulation, London manipulation, and then I was hoping for a New Year distribution. However, we delivered pre-market, so I texted the host. I'm like, the only price action we're probably gonna see from ES is gonna be a reversal, and that's what happened. Honestly, could have probably caught. I mean, honestly, considering this fair value gap right here, the 15 minute, and then yeah, like that 15 minute, this 15 minute, I would probably target this 15-minute gap right here. And I think there's a 1 hour, right? Yeah, and then there's a 1 hour. So there's two 1 hour gaps. So if I was gonna look for a reversal, of the equilibrium, which is actually tabbed beautifully. Um, so return to the equilibrium. I was hoping for maybe a return to like 6-2 or somewhere in this range, a little bit higher, but it pretty much tapped equilibrium. I'm not sure about. I don't think ES tapped equilibrium. Yeah, no, it didn't. Anyway, so it would you would be trading into two, three, uh 3 hourly fair value gaps, so it's not really ideal. Actually, this one got inversed. Yeah, so two fair value gaps. So it wouldn't be ideal. And then on gold, this is where I took the trade. There was SMT right here, which had this big pump. We had Asia accumulation, London manipulation. Then we distributed pre-market as well, which typically I like would not be ideal, but we did have this large 4 hour that's gotten tapped already. Um, so basically, I kind of waited for a tap and then I waited for an inversion. There was no inversion at the peak, I believe. Yeah, it just accumulated here. No, yeah, it didn't inverse this 1 minute, and it just like accumulated and then it accumulated more, and then it had the manipulation right here on the 5 minute. Where the fuck is it? Right here on the 5 minute. So, it did have an IFVG right here. So this isn't the best fair value gap to take because it got balanced out in theory. Um, but because the only reason I did take it is because we're bouncing off the 4 hour again. So I was still sketched out about taking this trade, but I kind of just decided to take it. Um, yeah, it's not really great. And I didn't take. Well, obviously you can't take anything here. You wouldn't take this inversion because there's a higher time frame fair value gap, and it makes sense to go into that. And then this is the only inversion that actually made sense to take slightly, but it's still not the best one either. The reason it did not play out is because, again, I was sketched out about the trade. If you go onto the 1 minute, you can kind of see how the price action played out. It inversed, I think, a 3 minute, I believe. Yeah, there was a 3 minute right here that got inversed a little bit and then it just tanked right after. So after I saw a wick below my break even, I just said, fuck it, I'll move it to break even, and then it would have played out. It was like what, 476 ticks. It was a 5 RR. Not too bad of a trade, but my problem, and another reason why I kind of like didn't really care about holding this trade is because when I was setting up the trade, I was constantly swapping between ES and NQ, or fuck, silver and gold. And as Huss told me, and he's probably gonna fucking not be happy about this. This is the reason I didn't trade or mark my chart on um XAU USD, and same shit happens with silver. You see how bullshit it looks? I cannot mark shit on this, bro. Yeah, I don't see what I can mark on here. Anyway, so because I kept swapping between it, my order got messed up, and I wanted to trade 4 ticks or 4 contracts, and it fucked me over. So I was like, whatever. Right, this would have been a pretty rewarding trade. So I'm kind of like a little bit disappointed about how I went about it, and because I was trading 1 contract, I think I should have gave less fucks about it. It was gonna be like a $97 loss on a positive 500 week, or 400 week. So like honestly, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal. However, the trade was I consider this a pretty good trade. Um, considering um the way it played out. So honestly, like a B tier trade because of the balanced inversion wasn't ideal. I think the TP, the take profit was good because it was a protected high by the hour or the 4 hour. If we had an inversion right here, it would be even better. The protected high would be even stronger. I don't think I was trading against anything. Yeah, no, this fair value got tapped. I didn't trade against anything. Take profit at London lows. Um, yeah, I mean, honestly, I could have probably targeted these lows, but I wanted to target session lows because I wasn't sure exactly how it's gonna play out, and then I was gonna take a partial right here. So like a contract or two, I was gonna trim 2 contracts, but that was about it. Anyways, that's it for 3/13/26. Um, and I made $2 on this day because I moved my stop loss to 3 ticks because I know how fucking the trades work, and it like delays your stop loss, and then you lose more money than you wanted to. Anyways, I'll be it. I gotta head out. So, peace.